Ladies and gentlemen, Forum Boxing presents the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. This bout is supervised and directed by the World Boxing Council in conjunction with the California State Athletic Commission. Representing the WBC, we have supervisors Hector Garcia and Haig Collegian. Representing the California State Athletic Commission, we have Chairman Raul Silva, Vice Chairman Jerry Nathanson, the Assistant Executive Officer Don Muse. Introducing the officials as appointed, judging at ringside, we have from Venezuela, Nicolas Ascanio. And from Puerto Rico, Francisco Manzano. And from Honolulu, Hawaii, we have Tommy Tomihara. Introducing the referee in charge of this 12-round title bout, Dr. James Jenkin. All right, fans, here we go. This is it, the main event, the WBC Super Bantamweight Champion, 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first on my right, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing white trunks with black trim, fighting out of Venice, California. He weighs in tonight 121 1/4 pounds with a record of 45 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, 33 big wins by way of knockout. He's the former NABF, California State, and Forum Bantamweight champion, currently ranked number 10 by the WBC. Introducing Frankie El Güero Duarte. And introducing his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, the defending champion. Wearing green trunks, hailing from La Capital Mexicana, Mexico City, Mexico. He weighs in tonight at a ready 121 pounds with a record of 38 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 21 wins by way of knockout. He is the current WBC Super Bantamweight champion, presentando Daniel Zaragoza. Referee in charge of the main event now to give instructions, Dr. James Jenkin.
Mouthpiece, let me see your mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Shake hands, obey my commands. Let's go, good luck.
Hi, Dr. James Jenkin, as we look at the tail of the tape, finding Zaragoza the champion an inch taller. He is 1/4 pound lighter at 121. He is 3 years younger tonight. Sunday he would be 4 years younger. Frankie will have his 35th birthday. The reach is the same, 68 inches. I'm Chick Hearn with Carlos Palomino. What do you see ahead of us?
Well, Frankie Duarte only knows how to fight one way. That's come forward. Zaragoza is a boxer, counter puncher, punches well. I think that it's all going to depend on what Frankie does here.
What about the southpaw style of Zaragoza in the green?
Well, I don't think it'll give Duarte any trouble. I think he's fought a few southpaws in his career. I think he knows how to handle that.
Benny Giorgino and Jackie McCoy, a couple of wily veteran trainers and handlers in the corner.
That's right. They between them, they have 9 world champions in their past, so they've got some experience there.
Daniel Zaragoza has Nacho Beristain, who was just in the corner of the loser of the last fight. Round number 1 here, and this is a 12-rounder. Super Bantamweight. Starting out much like our first fight did tonight, a feeling out round.
Oh.
That was picked off on the glove, but it was so hard that the glove drove into the face of Duarte. Last time we saw Zaragoza a couple of months ago, he was here against Paul Banky, and Banky appeared to have the fight pretty well in hand, particularly after a 9th round knockdown of the champion. But he got a little careless. Zaragoza finished it off and won the decision and retained the title.
Zaragoza's doing a nice job of staying out of range.
Good body shot, Zaragoza. Frankie in the white, Duarte. And this may be very important, folks. He's had only 5 fights in his last 3 years. That's a stumble. He beat Albert Davila for the NABF title, Bantamweight division, on July, right in this ring, of 1986. Including this fight, Duarte's won his last 4 and 9 of his last 10. But that goes back a ways. At the end of this round, it'd be fun to take a look at the titles that have been held by Zaragoza and even Frankie. The Great Western Forum, and Zaragoza goes back to his corner. Zaragoza's title.
This is the title he's held: Mexican Bantamweight Champion from 1982 to 1984, WBC Bantamweight Champion 1985, and ABF Super Bantamweight Champion 86 to 87, WBC Super Bantamweight Champion 1988. Present time, he's a world champion.
Frankie has had a couple. California Featherweight Championship back in '79, the NABF Bantamweight title in '86 and '87, and the California Bantamweight title in 1987. And of course, Frankie also beat Davila for the NABF Bantamweight title in '86. He looks very confident tonight. How did he sound when you talked to him?
He sounded very, very confident. He said he's worked hard and he feels real strong. He looked very tentative, though, in that first round to me. He looked a little rusty. He looked kind of stiff.
Well, he says that he wants to get a new car. If he can win this, win the title, he'll be able to make a few bucks and buy a little house out on the prairie and live a comfortable life. But right now, he says, by his own admission, I need the money. And here he is, and this fight is ever so important, because to lose it would probably be the end of his brilliant career that stretches back 16 years. His natural weight is 118 pounds. He's fighting tonight about 3 1/4 pounds over that. Zaragoza is getting along in years for a fighter, 31. He says he wants to defend the title 3 or 4 more times and then try for the featherweight crown. He's very good inside, short punches, super counter puncher.
Well, he's doing an outstanding job of boxing right now and counter punching. He looks very, very sharp.
He usually doesn't initiate the action. He waits for Duarte or any opponent to do it. People think that Zaragoza's fights, numbering as a pro 43, have been on the very, very tough side, and taking a lot more out of him, some people think, than others.
Well,
and they win them easier.
That can happen to a fighter. If you have a lot of fights and you have hard fights, it definitely takes it out of you, especially when you get up in that that 30, 31 year range. Your body does not recover as quickly.
That's a solid left hand scored on the jaw of Frankie Duarte. That was the most telling punch of the fight. We're in the second round. Good right hand again.
Well, it seems like it's target practice right now.
It does.
Frankie can't seem to get on track. He's pushing the action, but he's running into punches.
Oh, the left hand jarred Duarte. This fight is very young, folks. Duarte has a reputation for being a slow starter. I said to you, Carlos, we're waiting to go in the air tonight. If he starts slowly against this guy, it might not go far.
Well, the only thing about Frankie, he can take a tremendous punch. And Zaragoza is not a known heavy puncher. He can knock you out with the combinations. So I think the only danger in these early rounds for Frankie is to get cut. He's taking a lot of punches.
Zaragoza and Duarte are both very quiet men, very, very gentlemen in their character. And in February of '88, I did a fight here. Zaragoza against Carlos Zarate. Zarate was his, and he had to beat Zarate to win the championship, and he did it with a 10th round TKO. Round three, and the cheeks of Duarte looks like he's had rouge put on, but he didn't. He got hit with some good shots in the second round by Zaragoza, the champion. What do you got at 20-18?
Yeah. Oh boy, he's just walking into punches. It seems to be a little out of range. Maybe it's the fact that he's fought so little in the past 3 or 4 years.
Only 5 fights in the last 3 years, as I mentioned, yeah. Each with a 68-inch reach. Frankie's got to get into this fight.
He definitely does, and what he has to do is he's got to start throwing combinations, because he's throwing sort of one leaning in, throwing one punch at a time, and Zaragoza is just too sharp for that. He's not going to land. He's got to throw 2, 3, 4 punches combinations.
Paul Banky fought Zaragoza a real good fight. In fact, a lot of people thought that Banky won the fight, particularly after he knocked him down in the 9th round.
Well, Paul Bank is an outstanding young prospect. I think he fell asleep in the last couple of rounds and lost the fight.
Dr. James Jenkin, the third man in the ring, veteran who travels all over the world doing WBC matches as he's doing tonight, championships, and other bouts, of course. That was partly on the glove and partly on the cheek. Zaragoza just now taking a lot of liberties with his punches. Frankie is going to have to prove to Zaragoza that he can hurt him, because right now Zaragoza doesn't believe that.
Not only that, he's going to have to prove that he can hit him. He hasn't been able to land anything yet. He's walking into punches.
There he took one right straight on the beak.
Frankie's eyes are starting to get reddened.
He threw him down. There's a cut. There's a cut just inside the left eye. Dr. James Jenkin says to him, don't throw him down again. Now Frankie Duarte is cut. On the nose, isn't it?
On the bridge of the nose, yeah.
Zaragoza, out of Mexico City, is no fool. He is here, and it's true, they've got officials from all over the country doing the judging. But he knows when you're in the other guy's ballpark, you got to hit some home runs. They punch right through the gloves.
And there it is.
All right, we're in round number 4 now. And so far, it's been all the champion, Daniel Zaragoza, against the gamester, the wonderful guy, Frankie Duarte. He staggers Duarte. Duarte now trying to apply some pressure.
Yeah, Frankie looks like he's picked up the pace, trying to put more pressure on it, see if he can get close enough to start landing some punches, and that's what he's going to have to do.
Uppercut scored, Zaragoza. There's a mark now on the right cheek of Duarte. Frankie has scored 33 knockouts in his 45 pro victories. Hasn't showed any flashes of punch power yet tonight, but maybe he will. Oh, he takes 3 shots. A combination plus a right.
And he's in against a very crafty veteran, knows all the angles, and he's using all the angles. And Frankie just seems to be pushing his punches. There's no snap.
Come on, Frankie!
Frankie's one of the most popular fighters ever to fight here. Carlos Palomino, working with us here tonight, is one of the most popular. Art Aragon, just to name a couple. Calling for Frankie, chanting in the background, Frankie, Frankie. And he has said, I love to hear the crowd call out my name. Final final minute of round number 4. Nicola Ascano, one of the judges. He's from Venezuela. Frankie, apparently realizing how much trouble he's in, is starting to try to pour it on. But the wily, the crafty veteran, Zaragoza, steps away from it. Francisco Manzano of Puerto Rico is another judge, and Tommy Hara of Hawaii the third. This is a beating that Frankie's taking now, absorbing. Trying to call on the instincts that brought him so much fame and glory and money at one time. Then the battle with drugs, you know that took a lot out of him over a 2-year period. He's bleeding inside of the mouth and on the bridge of the nose. We'll go to Frankie's corner now as round number 4 comes to an end. And if you wanted to be honest about it, you couldn't possibly have a more lopsided first 4 rounds.
Frank, you're working a little bit more, but you're not working enough. You got to go to get in there close and start throwing something to
Duarte took every kind of a shot that Zaragoza wanted to throw. Zaragoza measures it very well, doesn't he?
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, he's got the distance down. He's just actually just towing. This is like a sparring session, you know. And in actuality, this fight can be stopped at any time.
Corner, let's see what we can hear.
Put them hands up, but you can't get in there and just stand there. You got to throw some punches, throw them short. All right.
Benny Giorgino is the man in the red shirt. Also working the corner over there is Jackie McCoy, 2 great ones. Round number 5 of a 12-rounder. It's for the WBC Super Bantamweight title. Anything that Frankie has tried tonight has been countered masterfully by Zaragoza. Counter punching, stepping back and swinging away like this. He's had the whole card in each round, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. I mean, he's just making Frankie miss, and then counters right back behind Frankie's punches, and he's landing everything he's throwing.
Zaragoza got a left cross right on the jaw of Duarte and a right hand alongside the ear. Game as they come. Duarte doing his best. That his father Time cut away a lot of the talent. That's the question that so many people asked before the fight.
Yeah, they did, and it looks like maybe it has. You know, Frankie looks slow, and he looks like he can't get off. And that's what happens. And your reflexes slow down a little bit. You just see the openings, and you can't get the punches off.
Again, the chant, Frankie. As the chant comes, so do the punches. A barrage, an avalanche of punches from the gloves of Zaragoza.
But he's been in this position before, and he always seems to, you know, out of somewhere, dig it out, and pull it out. So,
but before, he wasn't 35 years old. How old were you when you quit?
I quit on my 30th birthday.
Did you? Did you fight that day?
No, I didn't.
What was your final record?
Final record was 29 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. 20 knockouts.
Beautiful record for a beautiful man. You are something nice to work with.
Frankie's starting to make a war out of it. He's going to have to do that to be effective. He's going to have to stay close and throw and just try to throw as many punches as he can.
I think at this stage, before the fight, perhaps not. But at this stage, I think his followers, and they are legion, wanted him at least to make a great showing, and secondly, don't get hurt. And I'm going to be very honest with you. Perhaps you'll disagree with me, Carlos. The face of Duarte isn't as beaten up as you would expect from all the shots he's taken.
No, it's not. Surprisingly, you know, it looked like earlier on second, third round like his face was going to start to pop up, but it hasn't. They're doing a great job in the quarter with the ice.
Body shot.
Well, Zaragoza starting to hold a little bit in there.
What's that a sign of?
It's a sign that maybe he's starting to get tired a little bit. You know, he's throwing a lot of punches. And that's the danger with Frankie Duarte is if you don't knock him out, he's going to be right on top of you.
See, we're in the 6th round of a 12-rounder. Frankie's having his best round of the fight. By far.
So you see Zaragoza's not moving as much. He's now standing still in front of Frankie.
Zaragoza's 31 years old. Oh, that's a chopping left hand that startled Duarte, to say the least.
Oh, he landed his own right hand.
Oh, a great right hand. That time snapped the head of Zaragoza. Best punch of the fight so far for Duarte. A good right hand scored by Zaragoza. A swing and a miss. Frankie walked into a couple. And 2 more.
Yeah, he's going to do a lot of that tonight.
All right, we're coming to the end of the round. Round 6 is over. The champion of the WBC Super Bantamweight division, Daniel Zaragoza, Mexico City. That face looks like a fighter, doesn't it?
Looks like he's had a few fights in his day.
His record 38-4-1 with 21 knockouts. We said it was Duarte's best round, and he got some punches.
Right hand, he took one, landed another right hand. Coming forward.
In the ring now, we got a contest going, the Miss Ringsider Club. This is Wanda Acuna. The finals tonight will get the winner $2,000 and 2 round-trip tickets to Hawaii. And we'll tell you more about that as the contest is announced right here on television. Boxing fans, the Ringsiders Club offers you select seating, complimentary parking, and exclusive Forum Club membership to join the club, see the action up close, and become a part of the fastest-growing boxing program in California. Call now. Operators are standing by. 213-673-1036. Round number 7. Has Zaragoza thrown a shutout so far?
Well, no, I give the last round to Frankie. Yeah.
He worked hard for it.
Frankie seems to be finding the range. He's starting to land that right hand a little bit now. Look at that. There it is again. Zaragoza's kind of slowed down a little bit, so it gives him a...
We talked about a slow start, but in a 12-round fight, to go 6 rounds before you start, that's a little much.
Yeah, that's giving your opponent a little bit too much of an edge. It's a long hill to climb when you do that.
punches. Dr. James Jen-Kin. 3 words. We're halfway through round 7.
Frankie's got to do is when he gets inside, he's got to be able to score a little bit more. He's trying, but he gets tied up inside because that's where he's basically about the only place he's going to do any kind of damage. He's there. Now you got to land. There it is.
Starting to see some swelling around the eyes of Duarte. Duarte applying rope side pressure. If you don't break when Dr. Jen-Kin tells you, he'll break you. I've seen him get hit a couple of times doing it, accidentally or otherwise.
Well, Frankie's trying to land more punches, but he's still taking a lot of punishing.
They took 2 more shots that are punishing. Round 7 winding down here at the Great Western Forum. Even the referee, Dr. James Jen-Kin, has blood on his shirt. He's had to do a lot of separating. 12-rounder, and we're fighting for the WBC Super Bantamweight belt, which was worn into the ring by the champ, Daniel Zaragoze, in green. In 1976, wow, that's 13 years ago, Frankie Duarte was ranked number 2. I got the feeling that Zaragoza is confident that he can take any punch that Frankie might throw.
I think he is, but you know what Frank is doing? He's following Zaragoza around the ring, trying to land the right hand, and Zaragoza is going right into his left hand. He should be trying to land the left hook, because Zaragoza is going right into it. He threw it to the body.
Good point.
Oh.
We have not had a knockdown.
One of the great lightweight champions of the world here cheering for Frankie is Mondo Ramos.
Frankie has captured the imagination of the boxing world here in Southern California for many, many years.
Oh, they love him. They love the style. He's always in the ring. He's always here to give a good fight and gives it always 100%.
Yeah. That's what I said earlier. Those that followed him so closely just were hoping that he could win the fight. If he couldn't do that, they were hoping he could make a great, great shot at the title and bowing out of his ring career. And most of all, they were hoping in case he lost, he would not be seriously hurt. Just because these guys only weigh 121 pounds, folks, don't think they can't hurt you. They get tremendous leverage. Chopping left hand. It's amazing how many punches Zaragoza is landing through the peekaboo style gloves. Right through the nose.
He's just pinpoint accuracy with his punches, and he doesn't waste anything.
He had a battle plan and he's executing it. Frankie is being held a little bit there. We'll go to the corner of Duarte. Frankie
to stop it, Frank?
5'7",
I'm gonna
121
give you
and a quarter
another
pounds
round.
today.
I'm not going to go for it. You got to get in there. You got to start hurting. Otherwise,
Let's see if
you
we can
gotta
hear what
stop it.
Benny Georgino's saying.
You're not reaching them, Frank. You don't have the zip. Okay?
We got
Get
timeout
in
call. We
close,
might have a
try to-
doctor come
try
in the
to
ring
get
and look
some
over something. Very thing I was talking about.
Work like hell.
Don't want to see him get hurt seriously.
Exactly. But he's saying he's okay. He wants to keep going. The fighter will always say
I
he's
was just
okay.
going to say.
The fighter will always say he's
Come on,
Okay.
okay.
Frank. You can do it. You got to get in close. Start throwing. Go all out this round.
I talked to
Stop,
Benny
okay?
Georgino about
All right.
Frankie
But
a couple weeks
fight,
ago
but
and
you're not
several
hurting
times
guys.
since. I said, how are his work habits, his ethics, getting ready? He said, I've never had anybody work harder
Just keep after him.
and want to win more.
Don't stand. Throw them goddamn punches.
Here he comes, running to the middle of the ring, trying to demonstrate that indeed he is ready to fight more. But the doctor coming up to take a look at the behest of the referee gives you a pretty good idea of how the referee is seeing it in close too, doesn't it?
Oh yes, you know, he's seen him take a lot of punches, a lot of punishment, and he's just trying to watch out for the fighter.
I'll tell you one thing, this Zaragoza didn't just fall off a turnip truck. He really knows how to lock the arms of the opponent up. Frankie receipts for 4 or 5 shots to the face in close. Again, the inside punching of Zaragoza on the counterattack is so beautiful to watch, unless you're on the other end of it. He's a craftsman, you know it?
Oh yes, he is.
He didn't look this good against Banky, I'll tell you.
Well, his style is perfect for Frankie. You know, Frankie's just coming, walking right in. A counter puncher will use the angles, and he's doing all that tonight.
Most of, I would say 90% of, would you agree? The shots thrown by Zaragoza are to the head.
Well, I guess he figures that it's such an easy target. Well, they're just standing there exchanging punches now, like. See, that was a nice move. He stepped in, stepped back out, then landed with the left hand.
Zaragoza did. I'll tell you one thing.
Oh, he's just standing
Duarte
there.
is really taking some shots, and lots of them. How many can he take? We're in round 9 of our 12-rounder, if it goes that far. Frankie trying to give it his all here, and he is giving it his all.
He is. He's doing the only thing he knows how to do, and that's go forward, throw punches, try to get this guy out of there.
Trying to get that one fortunate punch. I was going to say lucky, but I won't. Fortunate. You call it a flash knockdown. My gosh, look at that. Shot after shot after shot, and Frankie fighting back. That's the Duarte heart that we have known and admired for so many years. That's not to take anything away from Zaragoza, but it's just a demonstration of the kind of fighter Frankie Duarte once was and will in our minds always be.
Always will be. Tremendous, tremendous heart. He's here to win this.
All right, the end of the round. Western Forum, live on Prime Ticket Television. We're in round 10 of a 12-rounder for the championship belt that already belongs to Zaragoza, and he looks very intent on keeping it. It would take, without any question, it would take a knockout
Oh, most
by
definitely.
Duarte to win it.
And they told Frank in the corner to keep working, and you know, and that's about his only chance is to run Zaragoza out of gas, and hope that you know, by the 12th round he'll win this by knockout.
Actually, against Banky recently, the 10th, 11th, and 12th rounds were the biggest rounds of his fight. He fought masterfully. Our next next fight card here is September the 12th. You'll enjoy it if you're not here in person at the Great Western Forum on Prime Ticket Television, the world's largest regional sports network. I'm amazed that Duarte hasn't been cut in this fight. He had a slight nick in the nose, but I don't count that.
Slight nick, and Jack McCoy is taking really well.
Sure has, yeah. But I mean, the shots he's taken at the cheekbones have been furious and many.
But he's still there, flaming away.
Sure. Trying to leave an impression, and he is leaving an impression. Zaragoza's worked very, very hard, and he will be very, very tired. He's expended lots of energy. Let's see now. We got a timeout. They're going to stop it, I think. Yep, that's it. The referee awarded the fight to Zaragoza. Took Frankie over, and Frankie went without any question. And I really think that was probably set up in the corner during the last round. Referee Dr. James Jenkin went over, I know it's over, went over and used a towel of Frankie Duarte's corner. And I think he probably said to one of the handlers, McCoy, or to Georgino, hey, if he keeps taking this beating, I'm going to stop it. And it's a very, very good stop.
Exactly. He was taking a tremendous beating, and there's no reason to allow a fighter to take that kind of punishment. It's tremendous hard on the part of Frankie Duarte, but he just didn't have it tonight.
And, you know, those shots to the head, that's not good for the brain.
Well, they'll take their toll in the later years. I think it's time for
right.
Frankie to think about hanging
Frankie
up.
Duarte, he lost the fight, but he kept the crowd. They love him. Always will. Frankie being hugged by the champion Daniel Zaragoza on Fight Night at the Forum. The Great Western Forum, our ring announcer in Inglewood, California, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 1 minute, 54 seconds in round number 10. Referee in charge, Dr. James Jenkin, stops the contest. Winner by way of knockout, and still WBC Super Bantamweight Champion, Daniel Zaragoza.
The winner, Daniel Zaragoza, 31 years of age. Said before the fight he wanted to fight for this title 3 or 4 more times. So he's got 2 or 3 left. Then he wants to try for the featherweight crown. Right now, he's up there with Carlos Palomino. I don't believe he speaks any English, so Carlos will interpret for us. Carlos?
Primeramente, felicidades, campeón. Congratulating the champion here. I'm going to ask him how he felt about the fight. Campeón, ¿cómo te sientes de la pelea?
Bien, bastante bien, de condición física como de distancia, nada más que desafortunadamente en los principios de los rounds me lastimé ambas manos y pues tuve que aceptar un poco el acercamiento de ella, que no tenía las manos bien para estar a distancia, mantenerlo a distancia. Como me dolían, pues lo dejaba acercar para eludirlo.
Felicidades. He says that he felt very good in the fight. He was in control, but he hurt his hands early in the fight. As you can see, he said he wasn't able to sit down and put any power in his punches. ¿Cómo te sentiste del trabajo que hizo de Frankie?
Pues lo sentí un poquito lento, ¿verdad? Pues yo venía muy bien preparado, rapidito, como lo del principio del round. Nada más que vuelvo a repetir, un dolor en las manos me impidió seguir así, pero me mandaron a la esquina a mantener el mismo ritmo, llevar las puntuaciones arriba y esperar el desenlace.
I asked him how he felt about Frankie. He said that he felt that he was a little slow, and he was able to just counter him and move, because once he hurt his hands, he felt that he needed to move. Felicidades, campeón, y vamos a dar una palabra con Marty.
Cómo no, muchas gracias.
Let's talk to Frankie now. Frankie, I knew you had your heart set on winning tonight. Tell us how you're feeling.
You know, kind of bad, but what the heck, it's happened before. I just couldn't get off. I don't know, I looked, and he's real cagey. He looks like he's wide open, but he knows what he's doing. He's got a lot of fight.
Well, what are the plans now, Frankie?
Oh man, I don't know. Look for a job. This is silly. I mean, I'm getting too old for this. The only thing I would have got up for is the title fight, and that's, you know, it's just not worth it now.
Well, congratulations. You gave it your all. You, like always, you gave it the best performance that you can make, and good luck to you. Now let's go back to Czech.
So at the end of the fight, it was still Zaragoza landing the majority of the punches. Even with the sore hands, he was doing outstanding damage, and the referee, Dr. James Jenkin, made a marvelous stop of the fight. And Zaragoza, who had to know that he was winning it easily, then had his hand raised in victory. They strapped on the championship belt, and we're glad that you saw it all on Prime Ticket Television on Fight Night at the Forum.